What a sad world we live in, man. RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. What's the deal? What's the word? Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Some old gun talk for your ass. Listen, man. I cannot express enough. Look, I'm always trying to always trying to justify like my angle, my cadence when I'm doing this shit, because I'm always worried about the message being lost in the fact that I'm being abrasive and aggressive. And it's not like I don't understand that shit, but what I'm hoping that people see in what it is that I'm doing, I hope y'all see the passion in it, because it's about passion. Much like when a preacher or a pastor is standing up in front of a congregation, yelling in the microphone, pounding his fist on the podium or whatever, sounding very adamant and passionate about what it is that he's saying. I feel like that's what I'm doing. I'm literally actually an ordained minister anyway. My religion, my spiritual voyage is planted in voluntarism, and some people don't understand that because they think anarchy or voluntary, and it deserves to be here. It's here with a purpose. The purpose is not to come here to die in ignorance, or to be lost, to be so lost in the sauce that all of the worldly things consume my experiences, and that I never tap into pondering my existence on a spiritual level to ask myself, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm not talking about what America is, what politics is. Fuck politics, man. Fuck all of that shit. It's a whole bunch of convoluted, complicated bullshit that they have laid over humanity to make you feel like this is a framework that you must work in, that you can't get out of. This is the sin that you're born into. When they say that there's a separation, that there's a humanity falling from the grace of God, I believe humanity has fallen away from the idea of the individual, which is the only place you're going to find your God. And this is what the sin is. You sin against yourself when you see a police officer and you yield to this police officer about things that don't even create a victim. Nature says you create a victim, you're gonna pay for that. You don't need to fucking write that down for that to be true. It's already true. And for people that can't understand that, you will find out the hard way that if you create a victim, you are going to harbor, you're going to inspire inside of another man or woman the desire, a plan, and then maybe some action in regards to them showing you that what it is that you have done to them is not okay with them. They cannot let you rock that shit. They cannot let you continue. That's a natural response to which no illusion should stand in the way of. So if a man puts his hands on or harms me, my children, anybody I love, or anybody innocent in front of me, nature tells me that if I want the purest, swiftest form of justice, I need to be the one to defend myself or defend this innocent person in front of me that this is happening to, that I need not let go of my natural responsibilities to do what is right. I should not let that go to pass that off to another man and then we wait to whatever to the tune of whatever the fucking national average and response time for police officers is. It's something stupid, 20 minutes or something, 16 minutes, I don't know, it's something dumb. But what part of nature, what part of the fucking world says that a grown-ass man that want to act tough about everything else in his bitch-ass life should always yield to police officers to be the one to save him or somebody else because he needs to stay out of the fight, not arm himself, not be diligent in these things, that he needs to consider it not his business, not his responsibility. That sounds like you're going to make the world unnecessarily dangerous for the innocent people that cannot or will not protect themselves. If you tell men that can and would and should do those things, that he needs to fucking default to the position of dependency on police to do some shit that nature's telling him that he needs to fucking do. Get the fuck out of here. Tired of that dumb shit. I just seen the fuck. I wasn't even trying to get on this when I did this live. Right before I did the live, fucking Newsbreak app on my phone sent me a fucking news article talking about Cedar Rapids wants to report that 6 out of 10 people in the nationwide poll prefer over guns. 6 out of 10? Stop fucking lying. The media be fucking lying to y'all. They put this shit out there so that if you want to support gun control or you are undecided in how you feel about that, you can join the fucking herd. 6 out of 10, exactly one more than half. How y'all do that with your lying stats? 6 out of 10. Y'all had to say 6 out of 10. You can't say 50-50 because now it looks like a debate to be had. You got to make it look like the majority prefers the gun control over the fucking gun of freedom. When in reality, if you want to curb gun violence, you tell everybody that they need to act the way they want the cop to act when the cop shows up, but you do it now, in the right now, when it's your life on the fucking line and not his. Stop being a fucking bitch about this media shit. Fuck the news. Fucking lying motherfuckers. We just broke fucking gun record after gun record after gun record in sales in this fucking country since COVID. Every fucking few months, every fucking quarter year, they go, damn, we sold more guns than the last fucking quarter year. That's got to be a fucking a record for the nation's existence of how many fucking guns we sold in the past 4 months, for example, 3 months, for example. We keep on doing that since COVID. And at the same time, y'all talking about 6 out of 10 Americans prefer stricter gun control. Stop fucking lying. You're not gonna lie to me, motherfucker. I see all your dumb shit. Every time they do or say some dumb shit, man, get the fuck out. I can't express it to y'all enough. How much I don't give a fuck about nothing they say. How laughable it is every time they do and say something. I can see straight through they shit. It all looks like an agenda. And I already see they finish line. They can kiss my dick. I already know where this is going. And I say no. Come get it. How you gonna get it? Y'all not telling people that there's supposedly 6 out of 10 people support this gun control bullshit? No, the fuck they don't. And you're not telling them what the fuck you got to do to go to move forward in the gun control that you say you want. How you gonna get it? You're gonna have to pick a fight. You're gonna have to initiate some serious conflict that can go one way or another in order for you to do that. Conflict that would not exist unless y'all were doing that bullshit. You're literally going to make gun violence more real than what it is in your fake news. You're going to create more of a potential for that to be the case. When none of these people that y'all are pointing this proverbial government gun at about their gun rights, none of these people give a fuck about what it is that you're talking about. We don't care. Hence the fact that y'all talk this shit and motherfuckers go buy a gun tomorrow. The fuck out of here. And what people don't understand is that the world, nobody trusts politicians. But y'all believe that politicians need to create the policy to get the fucking police, the policy overseers, to come down here to tell your neighbor, your brother, your cousin, the cop's brother, that he can't have that gun because the fucking politicians say so. Man, shut the fucking fuck up. Y'all are dumb. You don't trust them. You don't want them to be the only ones with the fucking gun, and you know it. You don't know what the fuck is going to happen if you were successful in the gun control, in this dream world gun control that y'all really, really want. If y'all were successful in getting it, what are you going to do when a nightmare presidential candidate not only wins the fucking presidency, but then he begins to bitch slap the entire fucking country, using the police that you love so much to dominate you in ways that only movies have shown you? And that ain't even true. Let me take that back. Rewind that. Only movies? There's fucking countries right here in the fucking world you live in, if you understand the fucking history, that If they walk that path of giving the government total control over who owns a gun and who doesn't, and these fucking countries fall hard on their faces about that bullshit, not to an invading country, but to their own government after they get them guns up. It happens so often. Y'all want to rock with the Jew boys so fucking bad, but you ignore the fact that Germany fucked them gun rights up 5 years before Hitler got there. You fucking idiot. And I'm not finna be nice to y'all. Kiss my dick. I'm not being nice. We ain't got no fucking role for being nice. You talk about my life, my kids' future. Boy, I take great offense to that. And I will tell you in your motherfucking face, loud and clear, how you are wrong, what you are doing wrong, what you should do to correct the shit if you want to be an honest, honorable, intelligent adult, deserving of respect. You're not going to get that respect from me if you say some dumb ass shit like you honestly believe that government should control who have guns to the point that government are the only ones with them. Good luck, you brain dead, goofy, stupid motherfuckers. Got time to be fucking babysitting y'all. Get the fuck out the way. Y'all don't even know what y'all talking about. The average person on the streets that will support gun control cannot tell you how a gun works. Can't even tell you how it works. Tell them to describe you the difference between the automatic and the semi-automatic, and they're not going to be able to fucking tell you because they're all heart and no brain. Y'all are dumb. Stupid. Fuck out my life. Idiot. Here's the gun control for you. If you don't want one, you don't have one. Now you should be safe, right? That's what you think? That's what you think? A cop will show up with a gun to save your ass, and you can't see. No matter what motherfuckers say to you, you can't see the power in the fact that you should have had the fucking gun because it would have been a swifter results in the idea of justice, freedom, and freeing your ass from the danger. It makes way more sense for you to just have a fucking gun. I am so tired of the bullshit, bruh. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing it, tired of listening to it. What I need y'all to fucking do, for anybody out here that will ever see this video that is either on the fence or believes that they are standing in opposition of gun rights in this country, just know, number one, if I will smack the hot dog and the sparkler out of your hands this 4th of July. If you want to celebrate that shit, but you think that we need to get rid of the guns so that we look like Germany pre-Hitler, so that we look like Canada, so that we look like Australia, so that we look like England. You want us to look like all of the countries that you say that we are better than. If you cannot see the contradiction of what it is that you're saying and what you're asking for, that you're begging a government that you do not trust, a government that has revealed themselves to be involved in drug trafficking, child trafficking, corrupt politics, international crimes, crimes against humanity, dropping the fucking biggest 2 bombs onto a country after they tried to tap out. After they faked that Pearl Harbor shit, they faked it. Fuck you, they faked it. You got played. You got lied to. You're not as smart as you think you are. Whoever's moving these big fucking pieces on the chessboard, they're way smarter than you. If they wanted to get over on you, they would have to fool you with something that your average intelligence and your day-to-day zombie walking through your life would not afford you the possibility of detecting or stopping them. You have to know that. That's just the hypothetical. If they wanted to trick you, it would have to be something that your average, normal routine would not allow you to see, that you have to rise above your normal shit in order to see them. Approach all of this shit like a crime scene investigator, and then you will see more of the fucking truth. The problem is everybody is so pussified, so scared of dying, so scared of challenging fucking government, so scared of going down the rabbit hole like a crime scene investigator to just be sure that nothing is wrong. You can approach the shit with all the trust and love for your government and your favorite politicians all you want. Just double check and be sure that the things that people are saying, the things that you are seeing manifest right in front of you, like the fucking COVID bullshit for 2.5 years now, you have been watching them make failed attempt after failed attempt to trick you, fool you, play you, fuck with the fucking information, pin you against each other, push you into some shit that they are now trying to retract and rewind and back out of. I don't know why you want me to respect grown-ass people who can see this, might even agree with you on enough points and issues in the political arena in the past 5, 10, 20 years, especially in the past 3. I can get you to agree, go along with, understand, and converse with me about enough of these individual topics where we will appear to agree and get along about a lot of stuff. And then when I tell you that there's a culmination of all of these other things that should bring you to a level of zero trust, almost no cooperation whatsoever, and the due diligence of a crime scene investigator to further examine what it is that we already agreed on, so we can determine whether we need to rise up and just put a fucking halt to everything they're doing, or at the very least hang on to the guns while we examine the rest of it, just in case this becomes our last resort. There's something going on here, and I bet you I can walk you into agreeing with me about a whole bunch of things, and then your conclusion though will lean towards compliance and obedience, with the only source of this conflict in your conclusion being the fact that you're scared, dumb, and pussified. Because it's not going to take much for me to convince you that government is just not to be trusted. Damn sure not blindingly. You trust them on the things that you've already vetted, that you've already checked, that you scrutinize them on, almost like opposition, just to come back to the conclusion that everything is okay. Fine, do that. But if you will not examine what the fuck it is the government got going on, as if they may be guilty and you cannot allow them to be guilty and free from punishment for being guilty about these things, if you don't want that to happen, you have to address them the same way they will address you in a court of law. Period. All evidence on the table. Nobody's exempt. If you are a suspect, you are in the conversation, and you do have to own up to your shit too. Address government in this way. These motherfuckers are trying to free the weed lately after doing everything that they did to make weed illegal and to demonize it in the minds of society, so that you support the fact that they have thrown people in jail, removed kids from homes, had kids in the foster system, which is known to be a big pinnacle in the idea of global child trafficking. Yeah, you let them use weed to be more of a reason for them to throw kids into that bullshit, when you can realize that that bullshit is super fucking real, super prevalent in the fucking world right now, and still y'all give them the grace as if there's not a one-hitter quitter that the weed being illegal now being legal in so many fucking places. But all this funny business with the pesticides and all this other shit. Listen, man. Stop letting somebody who can clown them out and to tell you what to do be free of scrutiny or punishment when they fuck it up right in front of you. If you want to give them this motherfucking power, you also have to bring to the table for their asses strict scrutiny, swift and harsh punishment in front of everybody, so that you deter those kind of actions from happening in the future, because we cannot afford to allow that to happen right in front of us when nobody is capable or willing to do anything. The level of fucks that I give for them, for the action that they do, and all of the repercussions in challenging them is zero. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I ain't worried about dying. I ain't worried about no social credit score. I ain't worried about nothing they got to do or say to me about nothing. If they're in the wrong, I'm going to call them out, and they better stay the fuck away from me about it too. And they better stay the fuck away from me about it. What we got to do? Write it down on our own magical paper? You want me to sign it in my own blood? My own fucking contract? My own constitution? I'll do that. I'm gonna write my constitution. I don't know about you, but I'm gonna write one. And I'm gonna share a video on my YouTube today when I'm done with this. A video of a guy who's saying a lot of the shit that I'm saying, and he says you should write your own constitution. That's where I get that idea from. I am gonna write my own constitution. And it's gonna be lit as fuck. It's gonna be fair as fuck. There's going to be no angle of attack that anybody can place on the Constitution I'm going to write for myself that makes me appear to be dangerous, unwilling to face my own fucking bullshit if I were to do that. You're not going to be able to make me look like none of that. And you're not going to be able to make me look like I agreed to your fucking game, like with this driver's license bullshit, any fucking license really. You were asking permission to do something that you are considering illegal, but you want a special permission for you to actually be able to do it. You're agreeing that without the license, you cannot do it. And if you lose the license, you will lose your right to do whatever the license is supposed to be for. And you agree to play all of their legal fucking games, whether you know them or not. There's too many statutes, ordinance, codes, and laws inside of all of this for you to play that game fairly. You step in and you agree to play the game, they expect for you to play it without being a fucking sore loser. They don't want you to impeach shit. They don't want you to fucking revolt about nothing. They expect for you to pay all them fucking citations with a smile on your face. They expect for you to fucking sit in the fucking prison cell and don't complain, fight, argue, or debate a goddamn fucking thing. Just sit your ass there. They're disappointed that you look like sore losers. Cause they going, you agreed to play the game, you asshole. Fuck all that bullshit, bruh. Fuck all that shit. Give it to them. They tell you when they write shit down, you can vote and do all this other funny ass shit, whatever, cry, march. They don't care. What they do know is, and what they said to you loud and clear, and you don't understand this because you refuse to see it in this way. Once you hear me say it in this way, you have to know that I'm not capping, exaggerating, or making nothing up at all. They write it on paper and they say, here it is. This is for the betterment of society. And if you don't agree with this and you want to violate this shit and act like shit is a game, we will kill you about it. That's what the Law Society says to you. Abide or die, because they wrote it. And then they changed the writing to show you that it's fluid. It's wishy-washy. It changes from state to state, from one year to the next. Right in your own fucking state, the shit changes. Man, I feel like fucking pulling out of the parking lot and calling this a vacation day and not even going into work. I want to do an open carry demo and talk my shit so fucking bad. I cannot believe that I gotta beg y'all to understand the idea behind the gun ownership, your natural responsibility of the individual, and how you're supposed to beam that out into the world to say, I'm going to love everybody that I can, and I will destroy any enemy that cross my path, and I will present the love first. There's nothing else that anybody could honestly expect or respect from a fucking grown-ass man or woman, but to walk with those sentiments. And anything less than that is some fucking bullshit. Anybody who wants to stop me because of what somebody else did is out of their fucking mind, because it'll never matter what somebody else did. If that's the case, every white person from this day forward is guilty as fuck to me about all that slave shit, and we need to do something about it right now. And then I'm gonna write something on paper that says that something needs to be done right now. And every time I cross the path of a fucking white person, I'm gonna hold them accountable for what other white people have done that they have not used their own moral compass to do. But none of that will fucking matter, because if you're white, I'm gonna call you guilty. If I did that, you would call me crazy. Stop letting them make you act in a crazy way by thinking that it's somehow you morally have the high ground for blaming every gun owner for what some of them do. Let's blame all the cops for what one of them does. Let's blame all the white people for what one of them does. And we're going to do that. We're going to do all of it. We're going to do all of it. And if we're not going to do all of it, then I want you to rationally explain to me why I can't do that to every white person. I want you to rationally explain it to me why I can't do that to every cop. And when you do, I'm going to tell you to say the same thing, but replace cop and white person with gun owner, and then we're going to stand there, or we're going to fucking fight about it, because I'm not going to keep on fucking debating and arguing with all of these fucking dumbass fucking people that's hating on these guns about how much sense they make in their bullshit when they claim to be so virtuous, when really every fucking gun hater is a fucking retard who is either lacking the knowledge or understanding or perspective, which I will happily give you that, or they're so pussified and hypnotized by the news media that they are begging the government that they know that they don't trust to be the only ones with the fucking guns, and then to initiate the biggest acts of violence that it's going to take to control the guns, because you're going to have to fight hard as fuck to actually obtain that. You are saying yes to the greatest fight the country has ever seen. If you say, yes, please take those guns from everybody. You just said yes to the biggest fucking fight ever. But you said you don't want to fight. Beto O'Rourke, that bitch pussy ass, fuck him. He's a fucking retard. Him and Biden are supposed to be like this about the fucking gun shit. They can both fucking stand together, fucking forehead to forehead, so we can 2 for 1 they ass. Fuck out of here, dummy. Get the fuck out of here. Gun control while y'all are being protected by all these people with all these badass guns. Look how dumb they are. They're done. They're dumb as hell. Armed security all around you while you talk about guns? Slap yourself with a 9mm today if you think any of that shit makes any fucking sense at all. I'm tired of the bullshit. I shouldn't have to explain this to y'all. Y'all are weird. Stop letting them play with your fucking mind. Beto O'Rourke says he doesn't want AR-15s used against the American people no more. But law enforcement has them. And they have no one to police but other Americans. So other Americans will surely be victim to the AR-15 because the police have them. But you believe that the mind and the hearts of a man inside of a fucking phony ass bullshit costume and a shiny badge, his heart and his mind is going to dictate what that gun is going to do, and that the gun doesn't have a mind of its own. This is what you have to say when you realize that the police have the AR-15. So when I say my heart and my mind is going to dictate what's going to happen with my AR-15, and you act like 42 years of living when I've heard no one isn't a good enough resume for me to have the AR-15. Just because it's me and I'm a civilian, and why do I need that? I need that because the bad guy needs that. You know how the bad guy needs that? You know what? You know how that's evident? Because you couldn't convince the police to give up their heavy artillery. They're going to say, you know what the fuck motherfuckers be doing out here sometimes? I need this shit. Are you crazy? We need the MRAP. We need the bulletproof vest. We need a team full of fucking people. We need for y'all to move the fuck out of the way when you see the car with the fucking lights. We need all of these advantages to swarm onto a fucking threat. And we need to overwhelm that fucking threat. That we don't need to mass the energy. We need to overwhelm them. This is how you curb the violence, curb the criminal. Stop that shit right now, right now, right now. This is how you do that. By overwhelming force upon the threat. So when I get my AR-15 and I go, this is to overwhelm a threat. Match energy at the very least. But this will overwhelm a threat to society in front of me, the AR-15. Then you go, why would you do that? Why would I do that? Because I'm not going to wait for the cop. And if something was going down and I was standing there with my AR-15, it's not a gun hater in the fucking country that would tell me to put that gun down and don't shoot that shit and wait for the cops. While you and your kids hide behind a tree, stop fucking lying. Address what the fuck I just said, gun hater, or shut the fuck up. Would you tell me to save you with the AR-15 if I was out there on the corner with my shit and somebody started bugging? Would you tell me to do something or not? If a gun hater cannot answer that question, you're not dealing with an adult. You're dealing with a fucking child who doesn't deserve to be respected or heard at all until they can be honest, direct, and very specific in their intentions about what the fuck it is they're asking for and what the fuck they think it even looks like. What does the gun control look like? You fucking gun haters. Fucking weirdos. Rick James is in this bitch. Gematria Effect News is in this bitch. I am late. I'll be late every fucking day I do an open carry demo. I'm in the parking lot on time, late to work. I do not want to go in there, bro. I want to go home, bro. And suit the fuck up and get out on the streets, man, and tell these people what it is they need to do to pay attention to the world with some fucking diligence. You don't got to believe everything I do or say. All I want you to do is to know that if something is wrong, and we all know that. I want you to arm yourself. You deserve that kind of protection, man. And then I want you to ask all of the fucking questions that you think need to be answered by the government that we all know is fucking it up. They're fucking it up right in front of you. If there is so much control, why does the world seem to be teetering on self-destruction? They want the globe to suicide itself. Global suicide. Nothing I ever do or say will have anything to do with any potential of a nuclear conflict on y'all. What Biden says is going to make or break the entire future of humanity because you have led cycles that you don't fucking know, because you don't know them. They're all strangers. They're all strangers. You fucking fucks. They're all strangers. Admit it. If y'all just describe the world for exactly what it is, I wouldn't sound crazy to you. You say, this motherfucker just brushed away all of the fucking sprinkles and the frosting off the fucking donut to show you that this is fucking unhealthy, and all of this bullshit is making it more unhealthy. There's nothing of substance here. When you talk about government, there's nothing of substance there. If you want government to ever exist And to be legit, in my mind, it needs to be completely 100% voluntary. I subscribe to all your fucking services. When we don't rock with your shit, we don't rock with it. When we don't want you to fight, you're not going to be able to fight. Us or nobody else. Because we won't fund your shit. And if we all agree that there's a danger on the horizon, then we throw money into the pot for you to go do your shit. I trade my energy, my life energy with my employer for pay. And then I got to give the government half of it while they don't know me and I don't like them. What kind of relationship is that? You can paint a picture of all of the things you think government does right for me. Whatever they being the glue to hold the shit together for me. That is what it is. None of that will matter. Because if I was describing to you an arranged marriage, and this woman in this arranged marriage says, I got a nice house. He buys me whatever the fuck I want. He's peaceful. Doesn't put his hands on me. He's actually a sweet guy. That's fine. But if this is an arranged marriage and this woman is in love with another fucking man and she can't get out, all of that good shit that the guy is doing inside the arranged marriage cannot change the fact that she's in love with somebody else and she don't want to be here. I am in love with the idea of absolute freedom. Government has put me in an arranged marriage and there's no benefit that I can get out of this arranged marriage that's going to change my heart to make me forget some way, somehow, that I am deeply in love with the idea of being my own fucking boss. Fuck y'all. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't touch my gun or none of that shit. It ain't yours. What buy back? It was never yours. Buy this back. The fuck out of here. It was never yours. Buy back. Buy back? They tell you from so many angles that they think they own everything. This should sound weird to y'all. This should sound very threatening to y'all. That strangers think that at the drop of a dime, with an executive order or a state of emergency, the ones that you think have been protecting you the most will be the ones that will hurt you the most. Russia couldn't do it. Russia would get fucked up trying to come in here to fucking tell me there's a curfew, he needs my gun, and I need not say anything bad about Russia. He'll die over here for that. The ones that are the closest to you are the ones telling you, hey, don't say that. Don't say that. And I want that gun. I'm going to come get that gun. Give me a little bit of time. I'll come get it. This is what they saying to you. Your own peoples. Your own country. You okay with that? Motherfuckers want to paint the picture, describe reality for exactly what it is right in front of them, or none of that shit. And you gonna pay for that shit. They're gonna give you what you fucking deserve if you keep on letting these weird ass strangers run game on you, that they get into these offices and then they all of a sudden magically they make all of this fucking money. Where the money come from? Your salary don't pay that much for that position. Where you get it from? See? 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 This is simple stuff. Go see how much Obama's worth right now. How much is he worth right now and how did that happen? Oh, so he wrote a couple books? Man, get the fuck out of here. Point to somebody who read that book. What? Y'all are weird, bro. Y'all are weird, bro. I can't be the bad guy when I'm telling you to get a gun and look around and be sure that you're not being played, because I think that somebody's trying to play you. They're trying to play you real, real bad. And by the time you realize it, it may be too late. The best thing you can do right now is to stop trusting all of them. Get a gun, hold it near and dear to you, and just demand full disclosure and a cohesive story to describe what it is that they really want to be doing to you and to the world. Tell them to describe it. And then tell them what it is that they have to do to get that. All this gun control talk, and nobody's telling these fucking gun haters what it looks like when they move forward on all this. How you gonna get it? How you gonna get my gun? Because I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna be able to get my gun in a peaceful way. You're not gonna be able to get it peacefully. I can't be sincere in myself when I buy the gun and then allow you to go, well, we kind of changed, you got to give it back. I was sincere as fuck when I bought it. You can't erase that because you changed something on the paper. What about my paper? I'm going to show you what I write on my paper, and then you're going to abide by it, or I'm going to fucking remove you from my path. Because that's what y'all say to me, and I thought that was fair game. That if you write it on a paper and you say that these terms are non-negotiable, and I just fight you over it if need, that's what y'all say to me. Then I'm going to hold the mirror to you. I'm saying it to you too. What I write on my magical paper that I'm going to sign in my own blood is intended to be a non-negotiable document of terms and an agreement between my interaction with the world at large, and it will be respected, or it will be supported by any means necessary on my behalf to keep you in an honorable disposition about what the fuck it is I wrote about myself on my magical paper, okay? Motherfuckers want to identify as a fucking woman and you know you got a beard and testicles? Good for you. You want to identify as a fucking politician? When you got a fucking drug habit, a history of fucking crime, Beto O'Rourke can't even fucking own a gun himself. Pussy. He got denied for a fucking gun permit. Asshole. You're talking to a demigod. That's who I am. I am a demigod. Half God, half man. And I owe no allegiance, no partnership, no compliance to no one. Nobody. That's who I am. That's what I identify as. And you're going to respect that shit, or I'm going to react to you the same way the trans dude, he, she, is going to react to you. What they saying right now. They saying trans right or else. Or else what, pussy? Or else what? Fuck out of here. Everybody got this or else at the end of their shit. But then when I do it about some shit to pretend to praise with the fucking Constitution and shit, oh, I'm the weirdo? Nah, you the weirdo. Fuck out of here. Y'all gonna learn the fucking hard way. Giving up your shit is gonna get you fucked up. Fucking with my shit gonna get you fucked up. Fuck y'all think this is? There is no other way to handle this shit. All of this pussyfooting and playing and bullshitting is going to get y'all hurt, man. And I'm not going to let y'all call me the bad guy for telling you that you deserve to be left the fuck alone. You're going to need a gun to do that. You need to be on all 10 toes to be sure that someone's not trying to play you. Be on the lookout for somebody trying to play you. What the fuck is wrong with that? Yeah, right, the Matrix in this bitch. Rick James as usual. Angels in this bitch. Forever Quan, what up? Gematria Effect News, of course. Man, let me get my ass into work, man. I'm finna have to stay late again and make this time up, man. Fuck, I want to go home, bro. I swear I want to pull out of this parking lot right now and go home. I feel like I'm justified in being as aggressive as I am in my willingness to stand up for myself and for everybody else, no matter what the consequences are, because I feel like we are at a point where we have nothing to lose. The thumbnail on this video is literally a picture of me with my back against the wall. I tend to use my photos on my thumbnails. Check my IG out too, same name. I do a lot of, I'm a dope ass photographer. I do selfie fucking photo shoots, and these photos are dope. And they're all artistic and poetic in their composition, because I tend to take the picture with my back against the wall. I even got a couple short videos of me literally falling against a wall, my back against the wall. This is all artistic expression. I'm trying to use the artistic expression to keep me out of jail, out of the hot seat, but it allows me to blow some steam off so that I can calm down, chill, and then get back to the studies, get back to piecing the puzzle together for myself, examining the world, and just calmly, casually applying and reapplying everything that I find so I can paint this picture, so I can be sure that everything that I do and say is in accordance with what makes sense, you know. And the artistic expression helps me do that. The thumbnail in this video is me literally with my back against the wall because I feel like that's where we are right now. That's where we are right now, bro. And people don't see the urgency in that, but it is urgent, bro. Klaus Schwab and all of these motherfuckers are constantly saying the craziest stuff right in front of you. You will own nothing and like it. Do you know what they have to do in order for that to be true? And when you realize that he's got to do some crazy shit in order for that to be true, and Klaus Schwab is a fucking foreigner, he's not American, and did nobody vote for this bitch ass pussy? He just appointed himself to the top of this fucking mountain, standing on the summit, pretending to be a god when he is a nobody. No money, no politics, no uniform, no office, no pseudo fucking title that they put on their ass is going to make them impervious. Projectiles puts anybody on the fucking ground. Horizontal. Fuck out of here. Y'all all get horizontal. With that global control bullshit. I would be fired the fuck up if I saw one man bully the fuck out of one other man. When I watch a small group of people try and bully the whole fucking world, I'm not going to watch my mouth. I'm not going to stop yelling and cussing and waving my fucking hands in the air with fucking 2 guns up. I'm not finna stop none of my gun activism or none of that shit, bro. This shit is urgent business. Urgent business. They want the world, they want your soul, they want your brain and your mind and all of your fucking energy until you check the fuck out. They want all your shit to power all of their endeavors, all of their goals and all of their dreams. Stop letting them do it. Stop being a fucking pussy. If you know you don't want to be nobody's bitch, look around to be sure that nobody's trying to make you their bitch, bro. And if there is, then you say whoever that is cannot be here. Period. Who's trying to bitch slap the whole world? Whoever that is, his ass gotta go. Anybody who climbs the mountain to tell everyone else what to do, blow his ass down. You can't stand up there. Can't nobody go up there. Can't nobody go up there, bro. Not me. Not no white supremacists. Get them the fuck out of there. That's what they are. That's where they always at. Not no black power shit either. To rule the world, protect and guide the world, but you can't rule shit. Nobody. Nobody stands up there, bro. The fuck out of here. I'm gonna get my ass into work, man. Fuck, I wanna go home, bro. I fucking hate y'all, bro. I fucking hate y'all. You gotta tell motherfuckers don't be a bitch. Stop letting them bitch slap you. Stop letting them dominate your shit. Stop letting them lie to your fucking face. Everything they say is a fucking lie. What COVID, bruh? It's all in the movies and everything. All of these movies that came way before COVID was broadcasting all of this shit. Everybody was saying it the entire fucking time. And how many people went and got the shots? You think the people that got the shot examined everything that the naysayers said? And they said, no, I still think it's safe? These motherfuckers don't even be knowing. They be so out of the know, man. That's why I be telling people. You don't got to believe everything that I believe or think or feel. You don't got to do none of that. All you need to do is something that I shouldn't have to beg you to do. Be diligent and distrusting. Look around and be sure that what it is that you're doing with your life and what you are asking government to do is some shit that you'll be happy with in 10, 20, 50 years. Something that you want your grandchildren to have to live in the midst of. If you don't trust them, don't take your eye off of them. When you see them doing bullshit, tell them that they're not going to be able to rock that shit. When they insist on rocking that bullshit when everybody's looking, tell them that they're going to die for that. I don't know what the fuck else you're supposed to say to them. Calling the bad guy out and pointing the fucking finger and crying and marching and shit, but allowing them to go ahead on and do it because you don't know what else to do. You look like you rock with them. If you vote, you look like you love them. No one's going to consider your vote the lesser of two evils. You don't get to mark that on your fucking ballot that, yeah, you're voting, but you're voting for the lesser of two evils because you don't really rock with either one of them, but you like this one better. Take a vote. You want me to punch you with my right hand or my left hand? You will be fucking punched, pussy. Y'all goofy asses out of here with this dumb shit, bruh. Save yourself, because I'ma save me. I'ma try. Standing back and letting them do this dumbass shit. I grew up in a rough neighborhood, getting bullied, and one day I had to say, you know what? I'm gonna take this branch off this tree and brush off these little fucking twigs. Yeah, it got a little weight to it. The next time the bully corners me and my fucking brother walking home from school, I'ma club that nigga. I'ma beat him the fuck up. He been running this bully shit for years, bro. We've been taking different routes home from school trying to avoid this nigga for years, bro. Today to day, I'ma beat him into the fucking dirt with this stick, bro. That was me trying to protect my little brother walking home from school. And I feel the same way about the motherfucking world right now. I will slay the dragon for you. But if you don't understand this gun shit enough to bring some knowledge to your conclusion, then admit that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and then get the fuck out of my way. So I can save your bitch ass. Pussy. RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. I'm gonna go clock in and do my fucking thing. I'll be here till 6 o'clock today to try to make up for this shit, man. God damn, man. Fuck, man.